Hello and welcome to Walnut Lodge. I have got some asparagus to plant, and it's going in this bed behind. Before I do that, I've got to clear out some plants that are already in it. This is a bed that I weeded a couple of weeks ago, and we called it our odds and sods bed because every time we got given a cutting of a plant, it went in there. But now everything's found its own permanent home, apart from some lavenders, which I've got to move out, and a couple of onions that I've got to transplant. So I'm going to do that right now. Well, I've moved the lavender. I've got a couple of onions to move, and I've taken out the edging. There were oak beams down each side. But it was always a nuisance because the weeds, as you can see, the weeds just get up and you can't edge the beds, so it was difficult. So now I'm going to tidy up the beds, edge them, and then dig a trench for the asparagus. So I've now edged it. Now I'm going to dig some trench for the asparagus. So I've dug a trench, and it's a bit wet in the bottom, and I would accept that it's early March, so the soil hasn't probably dried out yet. So I'm going to add a barrel load of grit in the bottom, and then put the asparagus in.
Not very gallant, belly flop, but we'll back it out again.
So in addition to the gravel that I've put down, I've put some sand and I've mounded it up into little mounds, and then I shall put the asparagus crowns on the top, with the roots trailing down. They don't really want to dry out like a lot of plants. They don't really want to dry out, but you've got to give them good drainage, so it's a bit of an oxymoron really. Anyway, so I'm going to give them the best possible start, and we'll see how they go. The asparagus came bare rooted, and I've just soaked them in water just to give them a good start. It's a variety called Lolita, and that's what the crowns look like. You can see the crown at the top there like that, and these are all the roots which will go either side of the mound that I put down. They're strange looking plants, look like an alien life form. So all I've done is I've put them on top of the little mounds, and I've got plenty of drainage down with some grit underneath, and these are resting on sand. And now I'll fill them in. I need them about 6 or 7 centimetres below the final soil level. So I shall now backfill. That's the trench backfilled. All the asparagus in. They're 1 year asparagus plants, and I need to wait. Next year they'll come up, and I'll sacrifice all the shoots, and we should be able to start picking them in the 3rd year. So that's it for the asparagus. That's just about it for this episode this week. But before I go, I just want to show you this. This is our apricot, and it's in blossom. It's one of the earliest fruiting trees we've got to go into blossom in the orchard, and it's really special to us because our cat passed away just before we came out to France, and we brought his ashes out, and he's buried underneath. So it's really nice and special for us. So I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you on the next video.